How dare they do this to us?
It's 1:30. Maybe he's not going to show up. Why don't we just leave?
Keeping us down here in some basement room that hasn't been used in years. Fucking tempt.
I'm sorry I let you talk me into coming here. It's not the city's responsibility to help us. That's why New York went broke.
Bruce, what we're asking for doesn't cost the city a dime. Let us see the mayor. Let him put pressure on Washington for money for research. Let him get the Times to write about it.
The mayor is not going to help. And besides, if we get too political, we'll lose our tax-exempt status. That's what the lawyer in your brother's office said.
You don't think the American Cancer Society, the Salvation Army, any organization you can think of isn't somehow political? Isn't putting pressure on somebody somewhere? The Catholic Church. We should be riding herd on the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta. Now they deny it's happening in straight people when it is. We should organize boycotts.
Boycotts? What in the world is there to boycott?
Have you been following this tiny little scare? In 3 months there have been 7 deaths, and the Times has written 54 articles. This month alone they've ran 1 single article every day. 4 of them have been on the front page. For us, in 17 months there have been 7 puny inside articles. And we have nearly 1,000 cases. So the Times won't write about us. Why should we read it?
I read it every morning. Oh, the next thing you'll say is we should start shopping at Bloomingdale's.
We should pick at the White House.
Brilliant!
Bruce, don't you have any vision about what we can become? A powerful national organization affecting change. Bruce, when you were a Green Beret, did you kill people?
A couple of times.
Why did you quit?
I didn't quit. I just don't like being earmarked gay.
Bruce, what are you doing in this organization?
There are a lot of sick people out there who need our help.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more sick people out there if we don't get our act together. Did you give up combat completely?
Don't you fucking start talking to me about combat. I just fight differently from you.
Oh, I haven't seen your way yet.
Oh, haven't you? Where have you been?
Bruce, your lover Albert may be dying. Why doesn't that alone make you want to fight harder?
Get off my back!
Get off your ass!
Oh, wonderful. We finally got a meeting with the mayor's assistant. You two are having another fight?
I wasn't having the fight. It's Ned who's having the fight. It's always Ned who has the fight.
Where the hell are we? What kind of a tomb is this they put us in? Don't they want us to be seen above ground? Where is he? I'm an hour late.
An hour and a half. And where's Mickey?
Not with me, lamb chop. I've been up at Bellevue. I put a sweet dying child together with his mama. We haven't seen each other for 15 years, and he'd never told her he was gay, so he didn't want to see her now. He's been refusing to see her for weeks, and he was furious with me when I waltzed in there with her. He was a real weeper. Mama holding a child, and well, he's dead now. You know, there are going to be an awful lot of mamas flying into town, not understanding why the son's up and died from pneumonia. And you two have been barking at each other for an hour and a half.
It makes me so mad.
CBS called. They want our president to go on Dan Rather's program. He won't do it, and they don't want anybody else.
I can't go on national television.
Then you shouldn't be president. Tommy, can you imagine what a fantastic impression he would make speaking out for something gay? You're the sort of role model we need, Bruce. Not those drag queens from San Francisco who shove their noses in front of every camera they see.
You want to pay my salary, my pension, my health insurance? Then fine, I'll go on
Both
TV.
of you, stop it. Can't you see we need both your points of view? Ned plays the bad cop, Bruce plays the good cop. So what? Every successful cooperation works that way. You both are leaders, and we need you both desperately.
Tommy, how is not going on national television playing good cop?
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. I thought you might be finished by now.
Did you see his latest native article?
Another one?
What's so awful about what I said?
It's the way you say it.
What do you say?
I said I think we're all cowards. I said rich gays will give thousands to straight charities before they'll give us a dime. I said it is appalling that some 20 million men and women don't have one single lobbyist in Washington. How do we expect to achieve anything ever at all? By immaculate conception? I said the gay leaders who created this sexual liberation philosophy in the first place have been the death of us. Why didn't you fight for the right to get married instead of the right to legitimize promiscuity?
We did.
I get you, Drift.
Sure you didn't leave anyone out?
I said it is all our fault. Every one of us. And you are an hour and 45 minutes late, so why did you bother to come at all?
Yes. I presume I'm at last having the pleasure of hearing Mr. Weeks' lilting telephone voice face to face. Look, I'm truly sorry I'm late.
Michael Marcus.
I'm here in keeper.
You related to the folks who make the crackers? Hi, I'm Tommy Boatwright.
Bruce Knobs.
Right. Now, The mayor would like you to know how much he cares and how impressed he is with your superb efforts to shoulder your own responsibility. Thank you.
Our responsibility? All the stuff we're doing is stuff you should be doing. And we need help.
What Mr. Weeks is trying to say, sir, is that, well, we're truly swamped. We're now fielding over 500 calls a week on our emergency hotline. There are people out there desperate for information, which the city should be providing, but it isn't. We're also visiting 100 patients a week in hospitals and
Sir,
homes.
one thing you could help is with his office space.
Yes.
We're presently situated in one small room, and at least 100 people come in and out every day. Nobody will rent to us because of what we do and who we are.
Well, that's illegal discrimination.
Yeah, we believe we know that to be true, sir.
Excuse me. It is not illegal to discriminate against homosexuals.
Excuse me. We've been trying to see the mayor for 14 months. It has taken us a year to get this meeting with you, and you are an hour and 45 minutes late. Have you told the mayor there's an epidemic going on?
I can't tell him that.
Why not?
Because it isn't true.
Oh, yes, sir, it is.
Who said so?
Well, the government.
Whose government?
No, Russia's government.
Since when? The Center for Disease Control in Atlanta declared.
Over 17 months ago.
How could you not know that?
You can't expect us to concern ourselves with every little outbreak those boys come up with. Could you please reduce your level of hysteria?
Certainly. LA, Miami, Chicago, Boston, Washington, Houston, Seattle, Dallas, all now report cases. It's cropping up in Paris, London, Canada, Germany. But New York City, our home, the city you are pledged to protect, has half of everything. Half those 1,000 cases. Half the dead. 250 dead, and I know 40 of them, and I don't want to know any more. And you cannot go on not knowing any of this. Now, when do we get to see the mayor, huh? 40 months is a long time to be out to lunch.
Now, wait a
No, you wait a minute. We can't. Time is not on our side. If you won't take our word to the mayor, what do? How do we get it to him? Hire a hunky hustler and send him out to Gracie Mansion with our plea tattooed on his cock?
The mayor is not gay.
Oh, come on, Black.
Tommy! Now listen to me. Well, of course we're aware of those figures. And before you open your big mouth again, let me offer you a little piece of advice. Bad-mouthing the mayor is the best way I know to not get his attention.
We're not getting it now, so what do we got to lose?
Yeah.
Bruce, you just heard him. Hiram here just said they're aware of the figures, and they're still not doing anything. I was worried before they were just stupid and blind. Great! Now we get to worry about them being repressive and downright dangerous.
I'm sorry, we've been under a great deal.
Bruce, don't you dare apologize to me again! And how dare you decide who shall live and who shall die?
Oh, don't you think I want to help? Listen. I have a friend who's dying from this in VA hospital this very minute.
Why? Because it's tricky, can't you see that? It's tricky! Tricky shit. There are 1 million gay people in New York. 1,000,001, including you. That's a lot of votes. Our organization started with 6 men. We now have over 600 active volunteers.
600?
Mailing
You
lists
think
of
the mayor works
6,000.
about 600? A fire goes up in a school service on the west side between 72nd and 96th Street. I get 3,000 calls in one day. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Well, if you're also concerned about what's going on, why do I want to hear from this loudmouth?
That's a good question.
Okay. There are 500,000 gay men in our area. 509 cases doesn't seem so bad considering how many of us. I mean, of you there are.
This is bullshit.
Mayor, if you let me take it. Sir,
Here, please. You are?
I'm Bruce Niles, I'm the president.
You're the president. What does that make, Mr. Williams?
He's, one of the founders.
But we work jointly together. Yes, we do.
Continue, Mr. Niles.
Listen, sir, we know it's tricky, but...
Yes, it is. And the mayor felt that there's no need to declare any sort of emergency. That only gets people excited. We simply can't give you office space. We're not in the free giveaway business.
We don't want it for free. We're going to pay for it.
I repeat, I think, that is, the mayor thinks that you guys are overreacting.
You tell the mayor I think he's a selfish, heartless son of a bitch.
You really are in trouble. Do you think you can just barge in here and call us names? the city health department. What can I say if I was you? Got yourselves quite a handful here. You might consider putting him in the zoo. That I think I can arrange with the mayor. Watch out for all my friends here if I was you. The mayor won't have it.
I don't believe this just happened.
Mickey,
I've got us on national news tomorrow. I'm going to tell everybody the mayor is threatening your job if we don't keep quiet.
You're gonna do what?
Can't do that.
Why not? He just did.
you.
We're being treated like shit and we're allowing it. And until we force them to treat us differently, we deserve everything we get. Politicians respond to one thing, pressure. You just heard him. Him and his 10,000 a week West Side phone calls.